Yo, what's going on? Travis here, TravisStuds.com, TrainAggressive.com, coming at you. 12 days of badassness. This is day number 2, and we're going to be going over the kettlebell Turkish Get Up. All right, and for this day number 2, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing 2 kettlebell Turkish Get Ups per side. All right, and the recommended weight for the challenge is 70 pounds. 70 pounds, all right? However, if you can't do 70 pounds, that's fine. Go with the heaviest weight that you can do. If you've never done Turkish Get Ups before, I would just recommend doing this with body weight. All right, so a couple of things before we get into the Turkish Get Up, because I'm going to break down the movement so you know exactly what you're doing, is I want to talk about the key benefits, features of the Turkish Get Up. Number 1, this is an awesome full body core movement. All right, so if you want to hammer your core from head to toe, Turkish Get Up is one of the best movements to do that. Requires a ton of shoulder stability. All right, a lot of core stability as well, and then you got to have some major mobility. Definitely in the hips, definitely in the shoulders. You got to be able to get in a good position. So if you're lacking in any of those different areas, so shoulder stability, you got a weak core, or you're just very, very, very tight in the hips, you're going to have some issues with the Turkish Get Up. So you're going to want to progress yourself over time in regards to mobility, getting better stability, until you can actually do this movement good with body weight first. Then you can go ahead and progress to using a kettlebell, but you don't have to use just a kettlebell. All right, that's the awesome thing about Turkish Get Ups. You can do it with dumbbells, you can do it with barbells, you can do it with sandbags, you can even do it with people. I've seen other people do human Turkish Get Ups. It's pretty cool, and it's pretty impressive, but I mean, it's very, very versatile movement, and it's awesome. So you should be doing these. Teach yourself how to do it. So with that, let's go ahead and go into the key steps with the Turkish Get Up. I'll go ahead and demonstrate, and then I'll do 2 reps each side with the 70-pound bell. All right, so we'll slide that one out of the way first. So first things first is setup. All right, so we'll go ahead and lay down right next to our kettlebell here. All right, and everything with the kettlebell, Turkish Get Up, all that good stuff, we want to keep this kettlebell in tight. All right, so one of the first things is getting that kettlebell into place. We're going to go ahead and get our hand in position here. So get our hand in the handle there, and then I'm going to grab it with both hands. Go ahead and roll over. I got the kettlebell in here tight. Now, if you're doing a lighter weight, you could probably press it up with just one arm. If you need to, go ahead and use both arms to get that kettlebell up in place, and then we're good to go. All right? But other thing is, whichever arm we have this kettlebell in, that same leg is going to be up. I've seen a lot of people make the mistake where they come up here and they got the opposite leg up, so that's going to throw you off on the movement right off the bat. All right, so got the kettlebell pulled in tight. We're going to pull it in here. Now we'll go ahead and get the kettlebell up into position. First key tip you want to focus in on is having tight shoulder blades. All right, you don't want to be reaching that kettlebell up. Instead, keep that shoulder blade back, nice and tight. Okay, retract the shoulder blades, keep it packed. From here, knees straight up, heel should be close to the butt. I should have my weight in my heel, all right, because I'm going to be driving up through the heel here soon. All right, I want to keep my eyes on the kettlebell until about the midpoint of the movement, and I'll show you when we start to look forward. All right, so I got the kettlebell up. This needs to stay vertical the whole time. All right, so focusing this up on the ceiling there. All right, first movement, I'm going to pop up. It's a fast sit-up, so keeping that kettlebell up high, keeping your shoulder blades locked. I'm looking up at the kettlebell. I've come up, my knees up, chest is up tall, shoulder blades tight. Opposite arm, so my left arm's now locked out on the ground. Weights on the palm. From here, got to drive through the heel, extend the hips up. All right, I got to get my hips way up there because I'm going to come underneath with the opposite foot. So I come underneath, still looking at my kettlebell. I'm going to go ahead and sit up, and when I do, boom, head shifts forward, kettlebell staying up overhead, nice and tight. From here, if you need to adjust that front leg a little bit so that knee's right over your foot, go ahead and do so. We want to drive up through that heel, staying tall, boom, and now we've finished the movement halfway. We got to get back down. So staying up nice and tall, just going to step back, keeping my eyes forward. I'm going to drop down to my hand, then my eyes shift back to the kettlebell. Go ahead and drive through your heel, leg comes back through, set back down on your hips. Now, staying tall and controlled, we're going to slowly go back down to the start position. If you need to, grab the kettlebell with both arms, bring it back down, or we're just coming down, and we're going to set the kettlebell down right there. So that's one full Turkish get up rep, all right? Once you get it down, you can progress through that movement a lot faster, but when you're picking it up, you want to make sure you're going step by step. So we'll go ahead and go through body weight here, and I'll switch it up. So we're left leg up, left arm up, other arm could be out to the side. So we're going to pop up, tall chest. Notice how I kind of pushed through my elbow just a little bit, popped up, arms locked out, weights on the palm. Keep the eyes on my hand, okay? Drive up through the heel, hips up high. We're going to come underneath. Boom. Eyes come forward from here. Now I'm going to drive up through my heel again. Boom, nice and tall. We're halfway through. We're just going in reverse order. Back to the palm. Looking back up into the hand. Hips. Back to the butt. And we're down. Right there. So that's your Turkish get up with your body weight. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a couple reps with the 70-pound bell. Alright, good old Turkish get up. And if you're doing the challenge, the 12 Days of Badassness, you're going to start off 2 reps each side. Then you'll finish with the day 1 challenge, which is 25 burpees. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit these 2 Turkish get ups here. Remember, get into position. Pulling it in tight, press, hips. Coming back down, stay on this side, hips, underneath, stay tall, boom. Now, key point here. If I'm switching sides, okay, what you're going to want to do, grab that kettlebell, top of the handles here with both arms, and you'll just roll it to the other side. So you'll pull it on the ground, up and around your head, get it on the other side, then we'll hit our reps here. One more. Woo! So that right there, your Turkish get up, day number 2, 12 days of badassness coming at you. 2 Turkish get ups each side. Then you're going back down to day number 1, 25 burpees. Crank it out, 110% ham. Live and train aggressive. I'm out.